Hey guys, it's PickleRick here, just doing another market analysis recap for the past week. Last week we left off talking about the Nickelodeon Rugrats and Hey Arnold project. It's kind of lost some of the traction since then. Floor price has dipped below zero point 0.1, but Recur has announced that they are going to be moving forward with a Care Bear project as well as a Hello Kitty project. We saw how big the nostalgia impact had on the Nickelodeon project, getting to an average price of around 0.45. So definitely keep your eye on the Hello Kitty project as well as Care Bear. Follow Recur. There is the option to buy. There are certain passes that have a either Care Bear or Hello Kitty trait that will get you whitelist for those projects. So don't just go and buy a floor Recur pass because it probably won't get you whitelist for those projects. Just make sure you're doing your research and due diligence, or you can just join the Recur Discord and see if there's any other chances to get whitelist. We did see a couple of free mint projects this week that did well as paid mints in the last week. One of those being Mooncats. Mooncats got pretty hyped holding Twitter Spaces, and they ended up being a free mint that was around, it got up to zero point 0.4, touched 0.4 briefly at the beginning of mint before touching back to around 0.2. We saw it going up and down between 0.25 and 0.1. It revealed and settled a little bit below 0.1. So some of these free mint projects, seeing them have volume, we do see the dip, but if the volume is there, make sure that you're not panic selling at the bottom of the dip. There is potential for retraces as long as you're tracking the volume. We all see Isekai Meta and Mystic Universe over the past week. Mystic was a 0.05 mint and has been holding around 0.1. It got as high as about 0.2 and as low as about 0.09. Reveal is going to be at the end of the week on Sunday. So I would definitely look into sniping some mystics at reveal. Could see this having some long-term potential. Good team and the art. A lot of the community vibed with the art. Same thing could be said for Isekai. However, Isekai did have a lot more volume. It was a 0.25 public mint with a 0.15 list. We saw it start out around 0.45. It dipped as low as about 0.16 before it saw a retrace, and it kind of just pumped all the way back to about almost 0.8. It then settled around the 0.4 to 0.5 range and was holding while people were waiting for sellout and for further announcements regarding the reveal. We did see a little bit of, I wouldn't say FUD, just people being impatient as Isekai revealed that the artwork and traits aren't quite finished yet and would probably be coming out and being finalized in the first week of August. So it looks like it's going to be almost a 2-week reveal period. They are going to involve the community for 5% of the traits. A lot of people don't want to wait that long, so I would suggest waiting and sniping at reveal because they did have a really solid website and mint process. The dev is pretty good for this team. They've been giving him a lot of credit on Twitter, and a lot of people are impressed with the team and the artwork. So I definitely see this having long-term potential. We also saw the Ledger and Potatoes mint this past week. Potatoes was with Memeland. As expected, it was pretty hyped and has been staying in that 0.6 to 0.8 range. And Memeland has said that it has significant value for the Memeland ecosystem with the staking and evolution of the potatoes. So this is definitely one to just continue to keep an eye on, watch for any dips to buy. The Ledger is going to have its own marketplace. We did see this start at 0.4, get as high as about 0.8. I think this could have some long-term volume, kind of like we saw with pre-mint pass. So I think that, if this does get any dips, right now it's dipped down to 0.4. We could see this go back to that 0.7 to 0.8 range once some collections start coming out and people seeing how the ledger marketplace really impacts the space. The one to keep an eye on for this next week is Stickmen. This was the free mint today. It started out with a floor of about 0.25, went as high as like 0.28, and we saw it dip down to about 0.1. We saw some 0.09 sales before it retraced and has been holding that 0.19 to 0.25 range. Public sale will be tomorrow, and they do have a partnership with Bose, and it seems like the team has a lot of stuff going on in the back end. So another one to keep an eye on, free mint. We've been seeing good volume the past week, so this is a good sign for the space moving forward. I will check back with you next week to check back on Stickman and the other projects that we'll be revealing and minting in the next week.